episode 2 anime cast, and I have a special guest with me, Jennabeans. Thanks for joining,
Beans.
Jennabeans.
Frijoles.
Do you want me to go for Jennabeans or just Jenna?
Just Jenna. Jenna's
Jenna's
fine.
fine.
That works. Yep.
Okay, good. We go with Jenna. Yes, thanks for joining my disaster recovery anime cast. And can you reintroduce yourself and let the audience know what you do for a living and things that you do for fun?
Yep. I will go through that again. Hello, my name is Jennabeans, or we'll just go by Jenna. I am a part-time barista and a part-time tattoo artist. I do, for my hobbies, I do basically every form of art, any medium you can name it. And I love anime, and that's why I am on the podcast.
Thanks for the short description. Right now, I am all over the place when it comes to the anime, besides the podcast.
Right.
Just finished watching Solo Leveling. I think we should start on
awesome. Yeah.
that. Have you gotten a chance to watch that?
I have not watched that. I know it's on Webtoons. So I was hoping to hop over there and read it first before, or maybe I should watch the anime first. I don't know which direction I should take with that.
I think, well, you know what? I haven't read the manga on Webtoons, so I wouldn't know what to compare. I wouldn't know what to suggest to you first, but
right.
The English dub, I think, is out now too. But if it matters,
that doesn't matter to me. I mean, if I'm having it on as like background noise, I'll switch it to the English dub. But I honestly prefer usually the subversion
source
anyway.
Material. Yeah, I've heard that the English dub, the voice actor for the main character, is really good, and I don't know what other projects he did before, but I heard that this character, the main character, I forgot his name already, but the main character he portrays, he does a really good job with it, like on the Gara level with Liam O'Brien. So
wow. Okay.
That's what it sounds like to me, at least. So
I'll have to go check it out. I know I've been seeing memes all over the place of the statue that's like smiling really creepy.
Yes.
It looks a lot like the Titan from Attack on Titan that eats Aaron's mom.
Oh, okay. I was thinking about Nier Automata for some reason. That was like the first image that came to my mind. But I know what you're talking about. Mm-hmm. It's the English. You can watch it twice. It's like a short anime so far, anyways. It's only the first season.
How many episodes are out?
I don't remember if it's 8 or 12. One of the two, I believe. I should have that up in front of me. But yeah. Besides that, since you haven't watched Solo Leveling yet, have you watched Jobless Reincarnation?
I have gotten maybe 3 or 4 episodes in. Season 1, baby.
All right. You know what? You tell me what you watched recently, and
what I watched recently.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, so I did watch the Jobless Reincarnation. I wanted to see this one scene that was animated, really cool. The water scene when he first learns how to use magic. Mm-hmm. I was so hyped for that scene because I saw it everywhere, and I'm like super into animation. And that was in episode 1, so I got to see it right away.
Yeah,
and
little Rudy.
Yeah, I heard that the animation in season 2 kind of drops a little bit in quality.
Not really. It's just not as many fight scenes. That's why. It's more of a romance season.
Right. Yes. I heard the running theme of season 2.
Mm-hmm. He's getting his waifus together. So,
yes.
Yeah. There's no anime sorry, there's no fight scenes to show off the animation like that, like how it was in season 1.
Yeah. But... And I know the studio really came together to work on the animation for season 1, and so I've really been trying to get around to watching it, and I've just been so busy. I only recently have been watching Attack on Titan over and over again.
That's a lot of Attack. When you say over and over again, exactly this whole like from 1 through 4 or something, or just...
I really love season 2. Season 2 is my favorite.
Before the time skip.
Yeah, but it just ended this winter. So that's probably the last anime I watched. I honestly need to hop back on the anime train, but I had a lot to take in and think about with the end of Attack on Titan. Because that's my favorite anime. Yeah. That was one that it finished season 3, and I had to keep, I had to know what happened, so I started reading the manga, and I started buying the manga, and then reading it illegally online, and I got a little obsessed.
Okay. Well, it's definitely not an anime to be ashamed, of being obsessed about, obviously.
Yeah.
I have my gripes with the ending, with the Attack on Titan.
Yeah,
in the manga.
Okay. I mean,
they cleaned it up on the animation.
Yeah, I think so. The thing about the ending is Eren we don't know if he meticulously planned everything that happened in the last season, or if he's just really stupid. They kind of like to play with this idea that, oh, he's actually still just that stupid gung-ho kid that wants to kill all the Titans. And then on the other hand, they want to play it that, oh, he's this mastermind that put together this intricate plot that all of his friends would be saved from Marley and all the other nations.
Yeah, it's a very convoluted story for everyone that's watched it, of course. Should know that. But I think at least from what I've gathered from watching the rest of the anime, they just made him more on a dummy scale than being a smart strategist. I think he was only smart after he became the bad guy, but during the growth just to become the guy in that position, I think he was mostly dumb along the way. And the way how the anime explains it, at least, is because even though he's seen what happened in the future, of course, he felt powerless, so he just kept pretty much doing what he was already foreshadowed to do. So I would put that
he was a prisoner of fate.
Yes, correct. So I would put that more on the dumb side until he started being Mr. Bad Guy, and then pulling off all these masterclass chessman strategic moves. But yeah, before that, I just say he was dumb. I think I don't think he was trying as hard to try to change his fate after he kissed the hand of Lady Historia. I forgot her name. Yeah. After he got the flashbacks. Well, flash forwards.
Right. I honestly could have done without the very ending, the last episode where in the end credits they kind of loop everything around to be like, oh, things are just gonna repeat themselves, and you know, like war is gonna happen, like no matter what, and it's just like, oh, what? That's a great like ending. I just I wanted that happy ending. I wanted the warm and fuzzies. You know, and
looking at the wrong writer for that one. I think he made it clear he's trying to
right. I should have picked that up from the very beginning. But
but it was okay at the end, at least animation wise.
Right.
I was kind of more pissed. Go on.
It kind of lost some hype in so season 1 came out and it was amazing, but it kind of got off the rails because there was a 6-year period before season 2 came out, and so the fans were kind of like hooked on something else, or you know, it just wasn't on their radar. And so I think, and that was a shame, because like the plot and the character development that happened in season 2 was phenomenal. Like that is why season 2 is my favorite. Like the writing is so good. They get really into the politics of the island.
The Maryland, I forgot what you call it. The Marlians.
Yeah. So yeah. I don't know. I remember being at a like really low point and just being like, I cannot wait for the next episode of season 2 Attack on Titan to air, so I can get my fill. I only started watching it right as that 6-year gap ended. So I was fortunate.
I mean, ironically, obviously after season 2, that's when they started adding way more plot points to the plot. So that's when I think when it started getting more convoluted than it, I'm not gonna say that it needed to be, but that's where the strict linear storytelling was pretty much over after season 2. So
I mean, season 1 was a very world building, character introduction. Like that's what season 1 was to me, because people like to say, oh, season 1 wasn't very strong, and season 1 did what it needed to accomplish. So it was a good setup to the rest of the series, and I'm trying to think. One of my favorite things, I'm like going off the rails here. One of my favorite things is the in between. So like in the middle of an episode, they have a blueprints to pieces that Isayama made up, like the gear that they use, and how the inner circles work, and it's just the world building that this man, like, it's I
get what you're coming from. He definitely one of the writers that would pretty much make you think that at the end of his series, when it's all over, did he think of this from the beginning? Because the many routes that he took to get to this plot point at the end is like on a Hideo Kojima or Christopher. No, I'm not gonna say Christopher Nolan. Well, yeah, I'm gonna put Christopher Nolan in there. With Inception. Did you think of the way how this was gonna end before you started, like, or did you make it up on the go? And when you are leaning more towards just questioning, are you making this up on the go and it's still good? Right. You're doing a hell of a job when you start having your audience think like that, because that means that you're beyond everyone's expectations on how good the story's, getting to the ending, for lack of better terms. But yeah, I would definitely put him on that Hideo Kojima storytelling scale of how things could become like very not confusing, but you can throw so much plot points and still wrap it all up somehow in a satisfying way, somewhat. So it's not easy to do, is what I'm saying.
Now, and I don't know this for sure, but in the manga, they reference the time traveling, in the anime, they reference the time traveling by putting Eren in season 1. Like Eren from season 3, they put him in season 1. And like he's in the background just kind of chilling.
Oh, he's like reflecting. Well, that's when he was inside of the Beast Titan's head. Oh, sorry. Whatever realm he was in. Him and the Beast Titan was watching his brother, the Beast Titan, was watching their lives before or something. I forgot.
Yes. And in the anime, like people like to speculate because you can see a hooded figure in the background of certain scenes. So, but of course they had the source material ahead of time, but how far ahead did they have the source material to know in the anime when they were making it that this whole time traveling thing was going to happen? So, and I don't know if in the manga he drew those scenes with future Eren, with past Eren in the very first book. Like, I don't know if that's there or not. Yeah. But that would lead me to believe that, he kind of had everything planned out from the beginning.
Yeah, I would assume so. I think it's just how far. I think the beginning and ending is already planned, in the middle. I think where it gets to, I think where anime gets to a point where it's like possibly being fillered and stretched out a little bit or too much plot points is where you're trying to span the seasons out more and not like just add a little more. I don't, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not for sure if Attack on Titan was literally 1-to-1 with the manga or not, or if it had extra scenes that the manga didn't really explain. I know it did, but like to a certain extent, like whole episodes.
Yes, there was some content they left out of the manga. There was this one scene I really wanted to see animated, but it was a little too gruesome. So I think that's why they left it out of the anime. I'm not sure. And I don't even want to describe what happens in the scene because it's awful. But I don't remember seeing it in the anime, and I was like, oh, so we're not following the manga to a T. But it was something that wasn't important to the plot at all.
It may.
Which is so weird because Attack on Titan, the anime, is a series that the percentage of filler to plot relevant episodes is 100% plot. There is no filler.
Yeah, I didn't pick that up from when I was watching it, at least. It didn't feel like it was any filler at all.
Yeah. No, I saw like I've seen some like...
It's probably just down to scenes.
People doing their own little studies. I think I saw it on maybe Instagram, and it was like a whole like series of like different animes and which ones have the most and the least filler. Naruto had a lot of filler.
Of course. I'm not even going to get started on that.
And One Piece. That's why
that's not even done yet, and it's
Yeah. That's why I'm scared to start those. I don't even know where to begin. Well, yeah.
There's a stripped down version that people are still currently working on of One Piece, where they stripped down the whole arc into like a couple episodes. For the most, they just cut out not just filler, but they cut out other like scenes where fights can go on for like 3 episodes or whatever. They kind of trim it down a bit to make it easy to digest.
Oh, I'll watch that. Yeah,
I'll watch that. Yeah. So my friend Steve, the other host on the other podcast, he caught up with One Piece watching it that way.
Okay.
And it's almost like watching movies instead of watching 900 episodes, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could try to look for that if you whenever decide to get into One Piece. But yeah, I've done it the old-fashioned way since I've been catching up on it. I've been following it for years, so I gradually caught up, waited for episodes to come out, caught up again, and waited for episodes to come out like any other long anime. But let's first get into what is your favorite anime, and I think you named it already. Was it Attack on Titan? Like out of all animes? Okay. Well, don't know if you watched it.
So basic. Sorry. Go ahead.
Don't know if you watched it, but my favorite anime to this day is still Eureka 7.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
So Evangelion, if you watch Evangelion at least. Any
nope.
mech.
I don't like.
I'm not gonna say any
anime.
mech. Okay, you don't. Oh, okay. So I'll leave that off the table then. All right. So.
Okay. I apologize. I'm sorry.
No worries. No need to be sorry. Now, I have a current rundown I want to just go through, and you let me know if you've watched it already, because this is what I've currently finished watching. So this is recent.
Okay.
The Daily Life of the Immortal King.
Nope.
Banished from the Hero's Party. I decided to live a quiet life in the countryside. I know I'm reading all the English versions.
Okay. No, I have not seen that one.
Okay. We've talked about Solo Leveling. All right. Dragonaut is not recent, it's old, but Dragonaut the Resonance.
Nope.
You know what? That kind of falls under mech. Fire Force. Come on. Give me something.
I watched the first 3 episodes of Fire Force.
Damn it. I was hoping to elaborate on that because the second season is already out. And I was watching that as well. But
okay.
All right. So yeah, go ahead.
I saw the first the animation in the first scene when he saves the girl in the subway.
Mm-hmm.
And I was on the hype train for that, and I think around episode 3 I was like, all right, I can't hack it anymore. I need, like, all gotta be plot, it's all gotta be relevant. Like,
it starts off in like a Power Rangers like type of, it's just a basic, stuff going on and bad guys to beat up or whatever. So I get that part. It gets the plot thickens obviously if you continue watching it, but it's not. I don't honestly, even when you watch it, I wouldn't really say that the anime is known for its plot. I think it's really known for its action scenes and goofy characters. Compared to other animes that's heavy with the plot. Spy X Family. Okay.
No. I'm sorry. I know the movie's coming out and everything. And I have been so busy, 2 jobs and all.
That was fine. There is. Alright, so I'm gonna skip all the mechs, like I said, because I have a bunch of Gundam here. I think I should move on. Alright, Rent a Girlfriend?
I do. Okay, yep. I watched season 1.
Okay.
And then decided that I was hoping to see at least a smidge of character development in the ending.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit of common decency in that man. And you know what? I was like, from what I've gathered, I've watched people do reviews on it and reviews on season 2, and then the manga coming forth, and apparently he doesn't get better.
No.
Spoilers.
He doesn't. But that's not what hooked me in the story. Well, at least when it comes to the chemistry between them. It's the chemistry between them that got better while he was still being the way he was in the beginning. That was very off-putting for many. So you're really watching the female protagonist grow, and he does. I'm not gonna discredit him that much. He does get better when it comes to certain things, but it's the female that you're watching grow and change, because let me just double check to make sure I'm talking about the right thing, because I may be getting mixed up with another, because it's a very similar anime. Yeah, it's the same anime. So it's the female that definitely goes through some changes, because she comes off very standoffish and to herself, but fake at the same time, because she is a renter girlfriend. But seeing her come out of her shell was more entertaining.
She's just trying to be professional.
Yeah, but she has a lot of other things going on in her life that unveils itself while you watch it. But it's seeing her come out of her shell was more entertaining, along with the of course it's a harem, so you got other females fighting over the guy, and they all got their own issues. It's a harem anime. Yeah.
Yes,
so,
I know. He's so unredeemable to me. Like he has no hobbies, and he has one hobby.
Mm-hmm.
But like outside of that, he is just emitting like all kinds of bad behavior, and like I guess I haven't seen any of season 2 yet, so you know what, I guess I can't say anything, but at least at the end of season 1 there was not a single thing that he did that I was like, oh yeah, maybe I can see some growth in this guy. No.
It does get better. I watched both seasons. That's one of the animes that for me, I just put on and multitask. Like when it comes to just going on my computer, playing games or whatever the case is, I just have it on. Of course, being that it was already English dub, so it helps multitasking.
Right.
Until I caught up with the episodes of season 2 that were all Japanese, which I didn't mind. But that anime is pretty much segueing into the type of animes that we're gonna start talking about, and hopefully you've seen. So, shooting in the dark. Tomo-chan is a girl?
No.
Okay.
We talked about this. I said I wanted to start it because it actually looked really good, and I did not start it yet. I have not gotten into harem anime just because, like I said, I'm more into the plot, not the plot, like, you know what I'm saying? So except for I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, you give me an anime and I'll see if I'll
let's
bounce off of it.
Let me see if I can't remember what it's called. It's he falls in love with his sister, and but she's not actually his sister. She has white hair, and he is a author, and she draws she does drawings for him, but they don't know that. Oh man, I can't remember what it's called. Well, it's really lewd and awful, but it was it was very entertaining.
Okay.
Aramanga Sensei.
That's the name of it?
I think so.
I never heard of it.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, the first one you shoot out is one I've never heard of. It's crazy.
That's probably, and it's not even necessarily a harem anime, but a lot of girls fall in love with the same guy, so we'll call it a harem.
Before I switch this up, Konosuba?
Yes, I saw season 1.
Okay, so season 2 you haven't seen yet.
No.
Okay.
Don't spoil. No spoilers.
No spoiling. I'm not spoiling it, but it doesn't get any different. So spoiler. I guess that's a spoiler. It doesn't really
okay.
It's one of those animes that it's not exceeding season 1, neither is it, underneath it. So it's just like you're watching season 1.5 or whatever.
I heard someone made the comparison that it was like anime Seinfeld.
Pretty much. No. Yes, I'll take that back. Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of is. It's definitely one of those things you don't have to pay attention to everything, but it has a lot of funny moments. Obviously, that. Yeah. It's a comedy. It's nice. It don't take itself too serious.
Right.
It's not a straight comedy, but it's more comedic than most animes.
Yeah.
But moving.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, what were you gonna say?
I was trying to think of other comedy animes that I've seen, and
Heaven's Lost Property. No. That's the English version that's the English name, but that's probably still to me the most comedic. Like that is probably the most funniest anime till this day, and it is straight Ichi. Ichi, if I'm pronouncing it right. Ichi.
Yeah.
Ichi.
I don't know how to pronounce it either.
it's a straight ecchi anime, but it's definitely funny, and the main voice actor is the same voice actor that you hear a lot in he sounds like a kid that smokes cigarettes. And he always whines. He always whines in the characters. He always whines in the
the one that plays Zenitsu in Demon Slayer.
Yes. No. Yes.
He.
No, he's not in Demon Slayer. I'm sorry.
No, he's not. Okay.
No, he's not. But yeah, he's in a lot of animes, and he's pretty much a veteran at this point.
Oh,
even in
okay.
Candid. Claned. Sorry.
Yeah.
That he was in that as well as one of the boys. But Demon Slayer, have you caught up with Demon Slayer?
I am up to the District Entertainment arc.
Okay, so you're right behind this Sword Smith Village.
Yeah, so I'm hyped. I'm ready. Wait, did that come out?
Yeah, it came out. It came out. It honestly caught me off guard when it did, because I didn't hear. At least I wasn't following people that were talking about it like that, and I didn't hear nothing in the grapevine on YouTube as well like that. But it did come out, and now it is out in English as well.
Okay.
I followed it on a weekly basis when episodes were coming out when it did come out. So, but yeah, it was really good.
You know what? Maybe I'm not a true anime fan. I'm really not. I'm setting myself up for failure right now. But I swear I've seen it more than 10.
No, it came out near the end of last year, I think.
Okay.
I can't remember exactly when, but it came out a while ago. It came out a while ago. But yeah, I'm waiting for the part 1. Now they're gonna break the last arc into 2 parts. But I'm waiting for the castle arc. So I don't know if you've watched the sorry, have you read the whole manga or no? Did you read the rest of the manga? Okay, I did. So I know what actually happens all the way up to the very ending. And the castle arc, I kinda had a feeling they were gonna split this arc in 2.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong, audience. I may not be accurate with that, but I believe they're gonna split it in 2. I'm not for sure, unless there's an arc that I'm missing. I think that was the 4th arc, because Entertainment District was the 2nd, Swordsmith Village was the 3rd, and I believe Castle would be the 4th.
No, wasn't Mugen Train the 2nd?
That was the first to me. I call it the first when it comes to the actual things that actually happened. When they started turning it into a movie, that's what I'm going by.
Oh, okay. I see. I see what you're saying.
Everything before the Mugen Train was like a prequel to me, like a build up to the Speaking of that, did you see that in the movie theater?
Nope.
Any of them?
Where did I watch? No.
I watched both in the movie theater. I had to. It's not many animes I go to the movie theater for besides that in Dragon Ball.
Okay.
Yeah. But are you a Dragon Ball fan? I'm not trying to set you up.
Oh, no, I'm not. I'm not at all.
All right, that's fine. I'm not trying to set you up, because if I start, I have other animes I could easily ask, and it would feel like a real setup.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna. The more popular, I mean, I guess you can't really get more popular than Dragon Ball besides that, Naruto. But Bleach is another one. Yeah.
I have not seen a lot of older anime. I think the oldest anime I have watched is Fruits Basket. The original Fruits Basket. Fruits Basket?
It sounds familiar. I have to see it again.
It's the one where the girl, when they touch other people of the same sex, they turn into animals.
For there's 4 seasons on it, Fruits Basket. So that's probably not the original.
No, they came out with
another one.
Yeah.
This looks more up to date. Yeah, 2001. Yeah. I see it now. No, I've never watched this.
That was my first anime.
Oh wow.
Yep, that was one that
wasn't Pokemon.
I would steal my grandma's computer and hide myself in a room somewhere, and I would watch it because I was like, I'm allowed to watch anime.
It wasn't Pokemon?
No.
You were never really a Pokemon fan, I'm assuming.
Do we count Yu-Gi-Oh? Right?
Yeah, they're anime. It's still Japanese cartoons. I mean, I don't even count anime. I don't even count Pokemon as, at least at first, I didn't count it as anime. But it is technically an anime still. If they make it in Japanese first and they dub it to English, then it's an anime. To me. Okay. Yu-Gi-Oh is definitely another early one. I have I'm not. You know what? It's in the past. I'll say it here and now. I got into fights when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh at school.
No. Did you have your deck of cards?
You know what? I don't mind saying it. So, without going over the plot, let's just say cards flew in the air, including my cards, when hands started swinging. Man. So.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
There was a very, very high risk of your cards getting stolen if you bring it to school. Yet everyone still brings it to school. So everyone cards just get stolen.
I was homeschooled, so I didn't quite have that problem.
No, yep, I was in Brooklyn, of course, at all places in public school.
Yeah.
And people get into fights for the dumbest things, of course, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards is one of them. So there's just the many and the latter. Pokemon cards too. Before Yu-Gi-Oh.
I guess we did grow up in different, not eras.
Yeah.
Environments, different and different time frames.
Yeah.
So I guess Yu-Gi-Oh cards would have been popular in what, the late 90s?
Yeah, you got it right.
Yeah.
Late 90s. Early 2000.
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't have been trading cards as a toddler, I don't think.
Yeah, nobody knew what the word trade meant because everyone would fight over it. So there was no trading besides trading blows. It's like, hold on, are we supposed to battle with the cards? Why are we fighting over? But no,
I don't even know how it works, honestly. Like the game.
Oh, I still know how it works to this day. I've played it way too many times in high school. And I still have a deck of cards. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I thought something happened.
No, my earbuds just keep falling out.
Oh. But yeah, I still have a deck of cards with the mat and all stored up somewhere. Oh. But yeah, not the same cards. Not the same. No, it's not the same cards. Well, I got some of them, but it's definitely not the same cards that existed when I was in high school. This is like newer cards that I kind of bought after trying to get back into it. Never really got back into it.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I know people can get pretty crazy over the cards because at the tattoo shop, I had one guy come in with a folder, or not a folder, a binder full of all his cards, and he was like showing me what his favorite cards were, and he was like, do you know Pokemon? And I was like, no, not really. But I ended up tattooing a Charizard on him, and I don't remember what the other one was, but yeah, so I know a little bit about Pokemon. I know Pikachu.
I mean, who doesn't? It's like not knowing Mario at this point. He's like a flagship staple in the world right now.
Right.
I mean, he sells himself at this point. But speaking of Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh no.
No, I'm not going that way. I'm going the opposite way. We're going to go back to the modern times. What anime are you looking forward to this spring? If you are caught up with the upcoming animes that's coming out with their latest seasons, are you caught up with it? What's going on in spring?
I know spring we're getting My Hero Academia. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm so far behind on that, but I'm looking up the list right now, but I'm not for sure. Okay.
I thought I saw that on the upcoming.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Crunchyroll list, but at least through Crunchyroll. But yeah, I'm not.
Yeah,
for
My
sure.
Hero Academia is the one that I've got all the mangas up until the most recent one that came out, and I am like all for it. It's getting dark, and I love it.
Yeah, I'm on and off with the mangas, and so I've seen Deku go dark with his vigilante hoodie and stuff. So I've seen people die, of course, and I know what happens near the end not near the end, but near the latest issues when it comes down to the whole war that they're in right now. Yeah. And how the world is in shits and whatnot, but I'm on and off of it. I still want to just watch the actual anime from where I left off at and do it that way. I'm not really interested in going through the manga like that, but I don't read certain mangas such as that because I end up watching like a anime uproar or whatever on YouTube. Somebody like compiles it together and just goes through with it.
Yeah.
So,
I just love the art.
Oh, okay.
I'm very I mean I write my own manga as well, so I just love seeing different styles.
Without spoiling, can you tell us more about that project? Without at least from what you can say, that's not under NDA, where you can't sue yourself if you say too much. Can you tell
about my manga?
Well, not like what else? As far as what you can actually share that you feel comfortable sharing, at least, because I know you don't want to like spoil your own stuff, but just like the type that you're writing and how long you've been working on it, stuff like that. The background documentary.
So it's been in the works for about 4 years now. I started drawing up the main characters, about 4 years ago. I had been working on one series for about 3 years, like most of my teenhood to early adulthood, and I was like not vibing with it as much, and I was like, you know what, I need to come up with a series that I can like put my heart into. And so I had to really think about what is something I'm passionate about, and one of those things is architecture, and I love puzzles, and I love mystery, and so I came up with My Love, the Sparrow, which is a series that follows our main character, Lorelli. She gets a job at a old, huge Victorian mansion that has been turned into a makeshift retirement home, which we can both relate to since we both... Yeah.
I was gonna say that.
Am I allowed to share that we both work at a retirement home? Well, I just
No, that's fine. That's just the surface level, and that's as far as I'm going at least. But it's up to you what you want to share. It's up to you.
Okay. Yeah. But anyway, there's a puzzle in the mansion that was left behind by the owner's deceased grandmother. But the grandmother left it for her daughter, who is the mother of the guy that owns the mansion.
Oh, gosh.
So it just gets it's a drama, adventure, romance, comedy. It's got it all. So I'm in the works of getting it published right now, or finding a publishing company that'll take it on anyway.
Okay.
So yeah.
That sounds sweet.
The first chapter is actually available I have it up on Instagram, and I also have it on Tapas and Webtoons.
Okay. Well, definitely near the end of the podcast, I'm going to have you shout out your links and whatnot and put it in the description, of course. But that sounds cool. As long as you don't have it, somebody's grandma turned into a titan and thickening a plot, then I think you're in a good path. I think you're in a good. You learned from the writer from Attack on Titan, so anywhere.
No time traveling. I promise.
No, that sounds good though. I definitely want to check that out. I'm gonna put you can send me a link and I'll put it in the description of the video, especially when I put it on YouTube later. That way people know where to find you. But we're gonna go through that in the outro. And speaking of outro, we're not that far from it. Being that we spent most of our time troubleshooting, half of the time troubleshooting. This was just pretty much gonna be. I had this set up to be one of the. Even though it's the second episode, it's the first to me again because it's been a while, and obviously you're a new host, so a new guest, so we're just gonna shoot the shit and run through animes and stuff. But regardless, I want to get down to one last topic.
Okay.
And we can expand off of that alone because I think this topic is pretty open. What is your favorite type of anime? I can
probably answer. Can you go? You go ahead. You
think about it. So
okay.
I told you my favorite anime before was Eureka 7. That's a mech anime. My favorite anime is mech animes.
Okay.
But not just any mech anime. Specifically the very mature Game of Thrones mech animes, like Gundam, Blood Orphan, or Gundam 00, or Eureka 7, but the Amazon version. I wouldn't call that too mature, but I like sci-fi. I'm a sci-fi guy, so I'm into anything sci-fi. Code Geass, smack me where it hurts. I haven't watched it. Only reason why I said smack me where it hurts because everyone I know has told me to watch the damn thing, and it's probably because of that. I just had a different opposite effect on me where I just didn't pay attention to it because everybody kept telling me to watch it.
Yeah, of course.
Not on purpose, but consciously I've just looked away from it. Anytime I pass it, it's like, I'll get to you one of these days. But no, I haven't watched that yet. I know I should. But yeah, mature sci-fi mech animes, and even if it doesn't have a mech in it, it can still manage to be one of my top if it's sci-fi, and it just has to have a really, really good. Deep story, and I'm a sucker for romance in these animes and any anime for that matter. But
primarily it's mecha.
Correct. Well, sci-fi first, mecha second.
Sci-fi mecha romance.
Yeah, that to me builds a great story in itself if you know how to tell it right.
Right. Okay. So then I'll steal your sci-fi. I love fantasy.
Let's say Lucy.
I love when, huh?
Go on. That's it. I was gonna finish your sentence and say I love Lucy.
Oh,
but go on.
I like that show too. But
okay.
Yeah, I would say just something that involves world building. So that could be sci-fi, but usually fantasy. And I also, I'm a sucker for romance. So, it's like sprinkled in there, you know, like
no, yeah, I get
slowly
it.
building it up, and then
yeah, it's not the main thing.
I haven't watched too many anime that the main plot is romance.
Yeah, I think we're both cursed with the Your Lie in April. It kind of like put me away from anything that's, well, I'm not gonna say it has, but I'm very cautious now. Yeah, but it wasn't like I was seeing that happen in the first, like I didn't get any hints of that happening in the first couple episodes at least, and so I think from what I remember, but yeah, the way it was going,
pretty good.
Yeah, so it's that. Yeah, like Your Lie in April was a one-time anime for me, but yeah, romance. So you were saying it's like your one category that you're into. Like I said, mine was mechs, but I could break it down all I want.
I would just say fantasy.
Fantasy? Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So isekai, pretty much.
No. Well, yeah, I really do like my isekai.
They flooded the market, so it's not like
for real.
Yeah. It's not any way you look, you're gonna see that first, anyways. When it comes to fantasy, at least.
Yeah. And I mean, Konosuba. You don't think about it, but like, because they don't really. I mean, in season 1 at least, they don't bring it back around to, oh yeah, he's from a different world. It's just in the very beginning. So like, to me, I was like, oh, Konosuba's just like a fantasy, and it's like, no, that is an isekai.
Yeah.
And then ReZero, love ReZero.
Great anime.
Yeah, fantastic.
A little convoluted near the end, but it was I wouldn't even say it's it was. It kind of was, especially with the rabbits and the with the ice castle or whatever they were in. The ice. What was it? The winter storm season. The blizzard that never stopped. Yeah, it started getting like really, really like depressing, but also confusing. Like it kind of lost me here and there, because it lost me where I don't know where they're going, so it confused me in that aspect. I knew what was going on, but I didn't know where were they going with this. Like that's what made me so it's hard enough feeling depressed watching something and trying to figure out where you're going with this. I'm
depressed and confused.
Yeah. Pretty much. The most depressing anime. I honestly, I put it there now. Welcome to the NHK. That's the one and done. That anime is equivalent to Your Lie in April when it comes to sadness. No, it's equivalent to Your Lie in April, but on a depression scale. Like I'm sad for the person that died in Your Lie in April.
Yeah.
But for lack of better terms, in Welcome to NHK, I'm just depressed from start to finish. Like it's about suicide in Japan, people in Japan, NEETs as well. Yeah, it's about NEETs and how to commit suicide with just going through that journey, and from start to finish, really good story. But
I've never heard of
that. Really depressing. It literally takes you through the eyes of somebody that's a NEET that just feels like they gave up on life. And many people that they meet, or well, not many, some people they meet around them that are also suicidal, but for different reasons, not because they're a NEET. So you're just you're in this anime, this what do you call it? The
dystopia?
No. Not setting wise. You're just in this world, like you're constantly inside of a AA meeting. Like like you're just I'm trying to illustrate to you exactly how I felt watching it. I'm not saying that they're actually in an AA meeting in an anime, but it's just like, damn, like I'm feeling I'm feeling emotions that I'm not supposed to be feeling because I'm not in the position that you're in, but I'm watching it through your eyes, and I'm like, damn.
Well, you're not really selling it for me because I cannot stand sad anime.
I do not pitch that anime for people to watch.
Okay.
I literally just tell it as a story. Like I don't recommend what people watch the anime if they can't really even if they could, I wouldn't want to bring somebody down because of a story that's good.
Okay.
So I don't pitch that as an anime for people to see. But it's up to you, you know. You hearing about it. It's up to you if you want to watch it or not.
Okay.
You as the audience, I mean, like anyone. Once you hear about what's, you know, the story, I was not expecting that. See, I tend to not read the summary, the description of the animes before I click on it because I don't want to read it because I don't want anything spoiled for me. I just kind of take chances.
Yeah.
But I took my chance with that one, and it came out. Honestly, I'm okay that I watched it.
Yeah. That's how Promised Neverland was for me. I watched a video explaining that there was something more to it, and I went into it knowing that it wasn't what it seemed. So that one was spoiled a little bit for me, but I wish I could have seen it blind. I wish I could have gone into it blind because that was spectacular.
I haven't seen that anime. I've seen Dead Man's Wonderland.
Okay. I've not seen that one.
Okay. Yeah, that was on Toonami. Way after I stopped watching Toonami, but it was still a Cartoon Network thing at the time. But I watched it on the online, of course. But no, I haven't heard of that. Yeah, but yeah, depressing animes is not my forte. If I know about it before I watch it, I won't go looking for it because it's already enough depressing crap in this world as it is. And for me to escape
and
to
seeing a cute anime girl cry is not. That hurts you right in the field.
What is the anime with the guy? Very popular anime, and Steve, my friend Steve, put me on it too. It's in the beginning, the very first anime, the main character dies.
Oh.
And he has a wolf that was with him, and it was like a prehistoric era.
Oh.
I think you know about. I think you know what it is. He can't, like, once the wolf found the owner dead, he ended up taking form of the owner as a human, but he couldn't talk.
It's that one just came out, right?
It's more recent, but it came out probably 2 years ago, maybe.
Okay.
2 or 3 years.
I can't remember what it's called. I know what you're talking about.
It's a really good anime, and it started and finished. It wasn't like it was just done in 2 seasons, I think.
Okay.
And yeah, the main protagonist could not die. Pretty much whatever entity.
That's awful to think about.
It was depressing, but it wasn't all depressing. It was a lot of high moments too that was pretty good. Okay. So an anime like that, which I still can't remember the name of, I would recommend it for anybody to watch. I'm trying to still look it up right now, but I'm probably not going to find it right now. Yeah, what was it? Endless something. Yeah, I forgot. Something eternity. To your eternity.
To your eternity. Was it that?
Yes. Something. You said to your eternity?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know it was something to your eternity. Yeah, it's eternity. Something eternity. But yeah, that anime was definitely like really good. And it went all the way up to like the modern age. Like how far he lived.
Oh.
And it had a bittersweet ending.
Okay, you know what? I don't want to. No spoilers.
Oh, you didn't see it?
No, I didn't see it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought when you recognized it, I assumed you've seen it.
I watch a lot of like anime. Like, oh, what am I gonna watch this spring? What am I gonna watch that's coming out this winter? Like, I watch people summarizing the animes that are coming out, so I know the stories and I know what they're about, but I don't actually watch them.
Oh. Do you know what's his name? Guga? Gigik? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love him. He does the anime in a nutshell, and he does the like winter anime in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Summer anime. Yeah. I live for those videos.
Yeah, when he summarizes a whole season of anime after it came out, that's when I was like, all right, let me see what to put on my list next.
Yeah.
And binge watch.
That's the video I go to when I'm like, oh, what do I want to watch this season that's coming out? Like, so
his sense of humor is on point too.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good.
Entertaining. But yeah, we're gonna wrap this up because, like I said, it's almost been 2 hours, even though the stream has been an hour. And yeah, I think even though it was a disaster at first, at least on my end, I think we kind of cleaned it up a bit. And like I said, this was one of those just having conversations about random animes, and of course less structured. Any further podcasts when it comes to the anime cast will be more structured because we'll be caught up into what we were going to discuss as we break down what we watched. So if you decide to join another one, you're more than welcome. I appreciate having you over. And even if it's more than one person, one extra guest, it could be 4 guests, 3 guests, it depends. I know Steve was interested in actually joining during the podcast maybe, but he's been busy too. But yeah, hopefully we all meet up next time. And yeah, but Jenna, thanks for joining us, and can you tell the audience again where to find you? And
I'm basically Jennabeans on every platform. I am Jennabeans on Instagram, and you can find My Love the Sparrow on Webtoons, Top Tapas, and you can also see the first chapter for free on my Instagram page.
All right, it's good to know, and I'll have you send that the links to me so I can also put it under the YouTube description when I put the YouTube video out there. But yeah, thanks for joining. I appreciate it, and hopefully we can do this. Yes, anytime. Hopefully we can do this next time, sooner than later.
Right.
And yeah, we'll get some more things, tweaked out when it comes to the settings and OBS and whatnot. But yeah, and guys, see you next time. Take care.
Good night.